So this tank is a bit of a mess. It's one of my oldest 20 longs. It does have my CPD colony in it, my Celestial Pearldanios. And I just realized how many are in here, because yay. There's also a huge colony of these little Malaysian trumpet snails. Seriously, a thriving colony of Malaysian trumpet snails in here. I just added a little topper again to cover up some of the moldy grossness. This is this root system over here. Oops, ignore that. This is pothos coming out the top, which has pretty much sucked the nitrates out of most of the other plants. There's also Hybrosus cories in here and some Panda cories. There are my, they've been growing out for a little bit of time now. My little Epistogramma cockatoides. So this is one of the larger males right here. There's females in here, they're just kind of hiding. There's also my Phoenix Rasboras are in here. I tend to find them more over there. I took a bunch of their top plants off so that you could actually, I could see in the tank, which makes me happy. So yeah, there's just these little Hybrosus cories, and I have no idea what's under that big pile. It was designed for the pistos to be able to get away from each other if they needed to. Because all of these, the pistos in here are siblings. But this is one of my girls. They've been fed. But yeah, the Phoenix Rasboras, I think probably are sticking to the roots. They were sticking to the floating plants until I got rid of them all. And then there's some erythromicrons in here. And then my CPDs. And there's one Endler that's in here that I can't get out. He's a boy. He's pretty. There he is. Oh, no, there he went. Yeah, well, you might have saw him then. Anyhow, there's, like I said, there's a couple of male pistos that have gotten to the age where they probably look for territory and try to make babies. And my oldest fish in the fish room lives in here. Around the corner. Right here. I think blind. Definitely bent spine now. This neon tetra is the oldest fish in the fish room. Pretty much stays in this corner the whole time. I always make sure to feed in this corner to feed him or her. I don't know. But yeah, this one's probably closing in on 5 years now. I finally lost Scar, my Serpe tetra. He was the next to the oldest. So yeah, this one old neon tetra. And I would have moved it out with its school that is long since gone, except that I couldn't catch it. So he's been in this tank his entire life at my house. It's gone through a couple of refurbishings, but yeah, old fish, getting not long for the world, but yeah, kind of just floats here. Looks rough. Spine is bent now. There's no good way to angle it so you can see, but I just make sure he gets a little food. And he's good. And the other fish tend to leave him alone. There's a sponge filter back here that's not running. There's one on the other end that is. But yeah, I'm covered in Malaysian trumpet snails. Covered in them. But in and out of these grooves, you'll see the histogrammas. So this looks more like an orange flash than a triple red. But they were born from a triple red dad. I just think they're Epistogramma cockatoides. They're all the same species. You just get varying color morphs depending on how true it runs. And anyhow, that's what I got. I just thought I would take a moment and show you my Malaysian trumpet snail colony. And some of the other fish in this tank now that I can actually see them again. And also I'm fixing to reset the auto timer on the Fluval Planet Plus tank thingamabobby that's up here, and the light will go back out again. I was excited when I cleaned it all out to see all the CPDs that are still in here. Really, I love celestial Poldanias, but they're hard to see. I'm glad to know that the apistos are not bothering them. Whereas the apistos get bigger, they might, but maybe not. And of course, that is a tortoise. And I figure the apistos will get about breeding age again. And I don't know what fish that is. It's full of eggs, but there's one full of eggs. Oh, look, my little panda cories. There's a few in here. There's 3. I think there's another on the other side, 4. So there's not as many as I would like to have in here. But they weren't really meant to stay in here. So if I can collect all the panda cories from multiple locations and put them all together, then there'll be a happier panda cory group. But yeah, we're gonna... This is my oldest 20 long. Oh, here we go. You can kind of see my old neon. Just kind of neat to find your oldest fish in the fish room, I guess. I'm hoping with the extra light that's, hey, there's the biggest boy. Now he's not the daddy. The daddy's in a different tank now, but he's the biggest boy in the tank right now. Aren't you handsome? I've already fed y'all. Don't like I haven't. Yeah, I'm just glad they're not bothering the CPDs, because I love celestial Poldanias. They're just such cool fish. I blame Jimmy Gimbel from Aquarium Co-op for my love of CPDs. I saw them in one of his tanks in one of his videos. I'm like, oh, I gotta have that fish. And I do. And I always think I want more of them for a different tank, but I'm happy to know they're doing well in this one. So yeah, this is one of my oldest, I think it's the oldest remaining tank in the house. There's another 20 long that's close, but this one's the oldest. I mean, the inhabitants have changed, and the scape has definitely moved around a little bit. Needs to be moved around again. But I do enjoy now that I can see my fish. But yeah, a lot of them are looking more orange flash than they were looking triple reds. So this one looks more like an orange flash. Yeah, that's okay. I actually like the orange flash better. But they've all gotten a water change, so they're all acting a little bit perky and happy little fishies. Got a water change, and I cleaned the tank up some. So yep, all right, ramble for 8 minutes. I'll stop rambling now and tell y'all good night.